you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Bulldog here with my second ever Legends of Venari video. Last week, I did a video just introducing this game, telling you guys that this was a game that I had just started playing and was enjoying. I had fun catching these little creatures here, these Venari, and I've been collecting all sorts of data, and now I'm ready to go through a guide and show you guys how you can better catch them and keep them from getting away. So we're gonna go in, and not only am I going to kind of show you and explain to you how this all works, I have a bot now on my Discord server that you can actually punch in commands. You can punch in the Venari that you're trying to catch, and it will spit out the proper actions for you guys. So far I've documented 36 Venari that we have sequences for. There are still a lot out there that we don't. So if anybody enjoys collecting this data and experimenting and running with different combinations, I encourage you to also come to the Discord server as well, and you can help me fill out this data, help me get this updated so that we can help more people. Mostly I've just got tier 1 Venari that I've documented so far, but I'm starting to add in more tier 2, tier 3 with the help of the community. We're gonna get this thing filled out and make it easy for new players getting in the game so that they can get their XP and kind of catch up with some of the rest of us. So what am I talking about? Some of you might be a little confused at this point. That's okay. Let's jump in and show you what this looks like as we try to catch some Venari. So here we go. This is in the Texas slums. Doesn't necessarily matter where it is. I've got some that are ready to catch. I've laid out my bait. In this case, we have meat scraps, and now I'm ready to go catch one. So when you go catch your Venari, you'll come over here, and first you select a rig, and then you select a bait. So your rig, I've got some of them here. The tier 0 is what you'll start out with. That's what a lot of you will have. I've got some of these tier 1s. There are some tier 2s that I haven't gotten yet. And if we go back, it will tell you the bonuses. If you go into your inventory here, you can go to your rigs and click on them, and it'll say play. Okay, gives a medium boost to play action. So when you hit play, you're more likely to succeed. The fight one gives a medium boost to fight. The general one, if we go back here, well, actually, we go to our tier 1 generalist here, gives a small bonus to fight and play actions. So you can read on exactly what they do. But we're gonna come in here. I'm gonna select I'm just gonna do generalist, just for this one. I haven't really looked at what this Venari needs. If like it needs predominantly play or predominantly fight, it might be better to select a different one. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Equip bait. Right now it's actually bugged and it doesn't burn your bait. That is a bug that will be fixed. You can select what bait you want to take with you. You don't have to use the bait once you get in there though. So I would generally recommend bringing a bait unless you know for sure you're not going to need it, just in case you decide you want it. Then we're gonna come here and we're gonna hit start expedition. And now we need to choose 3 different actions in order to try and make this Venari easier to catch. You can see down here on the right, it currently says normal. That's our odds if we don't do any actions, or if we don't make any progress one way or the other. If we choose the wrong action, it's going to decrease our chances. If we choose the right action, it's going to increase our chances. So how do we know which action we need? The answer is by trial and error, but guess what? I've done a lot of that work for you. I've done a lot of that work, and I'm hoping the community is gonna come in here and help with it as well. Down in my description is a link to my Discord. So if you go to my Discord, you can find a channel on the left-hand side. There's a category, Legends of Venari. We just got a general chat. I literally just created this, so there's nobody chatting in general yet, but hopefully that's going to pick up. And then we've got a catch guide bot. And all I've done is filled out some of the correct choices. So this is what we've got here is a fire heiress. Oh, and by the way you can see which one it is. If we back out here real quick, you can see the name right here on the picture. If you're not sure which element this is, just right click. You can't see my right click, but if you just right click and open the image, or copy the image or whatever you want to do, look at the image address, and it will have the element in its name. So like if we can open this in a new tab here, and you still can't say it, but it's gonna say fire at the end of it. So this is a fire heiress. I'm probably butchering some of these names, so forgive me for that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to this Discord here, and we're just gonna type in a command. And we're gonna put the exclamation mark, the name of the Venari, and then the elements. So heiress, fire. And then the bot's gonna come back and tell us what it is. Play, fight. so we can come in here, and if we come back, we can then hit play, and we should get all 3 of these actions right. And I'm gonna show you what they'll actually say here as well, because that's important to know. We're gonna hit play, and it says, eagerly played along with you and seems to like you a bit more. What it says here, if you're trying to track whether you've made the correct selection or the wrong selection, you need to pay attention to not just whether it's green or red, but what it actually says. This was something I did not realize when I first started tracking these, and I had to go back and redo a lot of things. You can hit the wrong one and still get green. You can hit the right one and still get red. There is some RNG involved in that, plus the strength of your rig and that type of thing. So back on my Discord here, pins, I've got it pinned. Right now it's actually at the front, but if you come up here, you can the pin messages, you can see it. It tells you, like for play, what it will tell you if like ignored your attempts, is the wrong choice. You made the wrong choice and you failed. If it says it played along but was uninterested, you made the wrong choice but you succeeded anyways. So you just got lucky. Eager to play, or eagerly played along, that's what we got there. You had the right choice, you got it right. Eager to play but was disappointed means you made the right choice, you just got unlucky. So again, if you're trying to track which choices are right and which choices are wrong, you need to pay attention to those wordings. And if you're trying to submit data for this bot, make sure you're paying attention to what those wordings are, because as far as the bot data goes, we don't care whether you actually failed or succeeded. We care what the correct choice to make in the future is. So we did, well, if we go back here, I already forgot what we were doing here. So we have play, fight. Okay, so we played once, let's play a second time. You can see our odds are now good down there in the corner. We'll play a second time. There we go, eagerly played along with you. Now in the bottom here, it says excellent. Once you get excellent, you should probably go ahead and catch it. I don't yet know if there are different degrees of good or degrees of excellent, but you don't have to submit that final action. And I personally, once I see excellent, don't see any reason to risk. Even if we know what it is, you might make the right choice, but get it wrong. We should just go ahead and catch that. But just for the sake, to see if we can, what we get, we're gonna hit the fight button, because it should be the correct action. And it is. Fought back hard against your attack, but you overpowered it. And again, just like I showed you the play actions, you can go in and look at the fight messages as well. Now for the feed message, let's go ahead and try to catch this real quick. Let's catch him. There we go, we caught him. We caught a Venari. All right, so, and I'll go ahead and put some more bait out there. I like as far as trying to level up and everything, I like my tier 1 baits. I do like to select some tier 2s just to try and get some of those rare Venari, but as far as just grinding, I've had more success with the tier 1, but I've also learned other combinations as well, so that might play a big part in it as well. So I'm still kind of learning different things there, but right now I'm mainly using tier 1 bait other than berries just to try and level up. And then if I have a bunch of energy, I'll go to one of the higher places and set like a tier 2 bait or something like that and try to find something better. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I don't know if that's the best strategy or not. But that's kind of where I'm at. But as far as baits have a whole set of different wordings that they'll give you, and I have not quite yet figured out when it's the correct choice, when it's the wrong choice. I haven't figured out how much of an impact the type of bait matters. Can you make the right choice to feed a Venari, but if you choose the wrong bait, it's gonna tell you that you got it wrong? There's still a lot of questions that I have, okay? And there's a lot of stuff we're gonna have to figure out on this bot to figure out the right actions to put in. And all of these are put in manually, by the way. Unfortunately, I'm not great at coding or anything. This is a very simple bot where I've got, okay, when we put in this command, it gives you this result. Very, very straightforward, and they're all done manually. So it's possible there's errors in there. It's possible there's factors that I haven't considered. There's a day-night cycle in this game. Is it possible that the correct action for some Venari during the day is not the correct action for them at night? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we still have to find out. But we're learning more and more every day, and we found a good place to start here. So let's go see if we can find any. See if we can find any more here. Let's go. Where should we go? Let's go to. Why don't we go to the Glowing Forest? I think I've got some bait here. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. So we've got another one here. Ahares. I'm sure I butchered that. Let's go see what it needs. So this one is an earth. So let's go type that in, see if we've got it. I actually feel like this is one that I don't have quite yet. Make sure I spell this guy right. And we said that was earth, right? Yeah, so okay, so here's an example. Okay, sorry, I've got to get back to my Discord. There we go. I've logged exactly what I've learned, but there's still some that I don't know yet. So this one is fight, play, and then unknown. I don't know the last one. If you guys come across this, hopefully it'll help you because you'll know 2 of them. But let's try and get those missing pieces. So tell me, like, if you've got an unknown, submit what you've tried, whether it's positive or negative result, and we can kind of help figure some of these out. So let's go back here. So we keep switching back and forth. Let's just do generalist. And we said fight, play, and then unknown. Why don't we try to feed it? Let's see what happens if we feed it. Let's start the expedition. And fight. That worked. Play. That worked again. Now again, especially with this being unknown, I should just go ahead and catch this. I'm at excellent. I don't need to go any farther. I should just go ahead and click on catch. And I kind of, let's just show you so you guys can see. As much as I want to find that last option, I'll find it at a later time. Let's just hit that catch button, and there you go. We caught it. We didn't need to use the last option. And I believe that there might even be some Venari where you don't want to use the last option. Maybe you don't even want to use the second option. Where it might be, again, I'm just speculating here, but there's somewhere I can't find the last spot. Like I've tried literally everything I can think of, different baits, fighting, playing, different times a day, and I can't seem to find the right combination. And it makes me think that maybe there isn't one. Maybe the correct choice is not to use that action and to catch it. So again, my point is there's a lot of stuff that we still have to learn and we still have to figure out. But so far, we're making progress, and I like it. And my catch rate has dramatically increased. Since when I started, I had no idea which actions to use, anything like that. I was missing out on so many Venari, so many. And now that we've kind of figured out started to figure out some of these right choices, I have catch rates for these tier 1 Venari that are near 100%. I've even had some excellents that have gotten away, so it's not literally 100%. But especially for the ones that we've got all mapped out, the catch rate is very, very high. So if you're starting the game now, or recently started, whenever, if you're using this guide, you can make up some ground on those of us that started a little bit early, because we spent a lot of time failing and that type of thing. You can come in here, use this Discord server, and be able to catch up with a lot of us. So hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense to everybody? If not, come to the Discord. There's a general chat. Ask your questions. We can try and help you. But if you follow this here, use the Discord guide, or start keeping your own, whatever it is, you will drastically increase your catch rates. Now, when you get to tier 2 and tier 3, you're not gonna have catch rates near 100%, even if you're choosing all the right actions. They get harder and harder. But down at tier 1, when you're just trying to level up, trying to unlock the map, trying to go places, this is so much easier than it was a few days ago. So again, let me know what you guys think. Give me feedback if you find any that's wrong. Make sure and tag me. Let me know. We'll go in, investigate, try to find out what happened. Was it just a logging error? Is there some other factor that we don't know about? There's so much to look at, but I think this is really going to help people. And I hope I get to see a lot of you in my Discord server. We've got a large Splinterlands community in the Discord server. Let's try to build up a Legends of Venari community as well, and have some fun with this game, because I think this game has the potential to be big. We'll see how it develops and what's coming, but when we start to get like some PvP fights, when we start to open this up to scholarships and open up the marketplace, I'm very excited about this game. I like where it's going, and we'll see how things work. But I'm excited. So stay tuned. I hope to bring you guys a lot more. I hope to see you on my Discord. Thanks.